Jules, is God of War 2 coming out this year, yes or no? That's it. I just want a yes or no. I like nothing else. Yes or no?
No.
Patrick, nope. I'm going to say
And they were both wrong. What's up, internet? My name is KJ. I am the god of milkshakes. I'm here with Boy. And the motherfucking menace to society himself, Jay. Baby da.
What up?
And welcome to the God of War episode of the Proper Gaming Talk Show. We are very excited to have you.
It took us forever to get here.
Yeah, shit, nigga. Listen.
I'm not even blaming you. I'm not even throwing shade.
No, but
it just took us a while to get
You
here.
had to say nothing, bro. We could have just recorded the app. You wanted to throw a shot in there. You did that. You knew you did. You wanted to do that. And you know what?
See, I was honestly going to open it and say it took us a while to get here because we were playing the game.
Patrick, what are we talking about today?
Obviously, we're talking about God of War. We're finally going to be able to review God of War, and this is only because we've taken the last freaking week, well, almost week, to play as much of the game as we can, except for Jules, who didn't buy it, but he did watch gameplay and stuff from it. So he actually watched the entire game. He actually watched all the gameplay and the story and everything. So he already knows what happens, and he's not going to spoil it for us or you. KJ and I think, are basically at the exact same point in the game, which is actually surprising as all hell, which means we can talk about it a lot about this game. And honestly, where we are in the game, I don't know if it's like halfway through. I really have no idea how to gauge how far we are in this game.
Right.
I honestly have no idea.
I mean, I could probably tell you if you want to know, but
not,
I don't
keep
think
it to
you
your
want to
fucking
know.
self.
That's the thing. I
Keep it to
don't
your
want to know.
fucking self.
I don't want to know how far we are.
Okay.
I just know we're both about 15 hours into the game.
Yeah. Roughly. Yeah, roughly.
15 hours. And again,
Y'all aren't going straight through, are y'all? Are y'all?
No.
Are y'all?
Well, I'm not.
No, I'm doing side quests and shit.
Yeah.
I'm just exploring, bro. I already got 3 of the hateful down. Like, that's what I'm doing. I'm like in it to fucking win it.
Okay, so you might not be as far as I thought you were. Okay.
Yeah,
never mind.
no. I'm like I said, I don't want to spoil it too much for
Right.
people who haven't played the game. So we're going to try to keep this review as spoiler free as possible. I don't want to give too many huge spoilers for people who have not played the game or are wanting to play the game and are waiting.
No, obviously we're not. I'm just being a hoe.
And
we will talk about it
of
enough.
your wholeness.
We will talk about enough that may spoil some things in the game. So fair warning, if you don't want absolutely zero spoilers, not the review for you. If you don't mind a couple small ones here and there, then keep watching. Anyways, we're going to go through the big top 4 categories, which are gameplay, changes from the first game, characters in the game, and of course the story of the game. So starting off, gameplay of the game. KJ, what do you think?
Man, they took a great thing and made it better.
Right?
I really love the combat. It's really intuitive. It's
God.
really responsive, and it's challenging. And I think everything feels fair. It doesn't feel like soulsy in a way of like if you get hit, what hit you for the most part. You might not be happy about how it hit you, but you're like, you sneaky little lizard fuck. I swear to God, I hate you. And you hit the restart button, you go back at it.
Yeah.
I think the puzzles are more involved in this game, and that could swing either way depending on the kind of player you are. I'm not a big puzzle fan, so they're kind of like, I'm not fucking puzzle, but it is what it is. They're fun. I can't say they're not fun. They are creative. So the music's so good. The music is so good.
It really is.
I know how.
Am I the only one who thinks that the music when you first got into it sounded like oh my God, what's the other game? Oh, it almost sounds like the Halo soundtrack.
It's just because it's operatic.
Yeah, but it goes like and then it goes off into its own thing. So it's like, this legit sounds like Halo, and then it goes off and does its actual thing. I'm like,
I didn't think it sounded like Halo. I didn't
get that vibe either.
I think it was a nice opera song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick question before we get really into it. KJ, you mentioned about like the difficulty and how things when they hit you, it hit you. Not Soulsborne like, but it's still fairly difficult and challenging. How many times have you died in the game so far?
Probably only like 10, 12.
Yeah, I haven't died that often. And when I did, it's like either I was already at low health because I think this game doesn't give you as many opportunities to gain back health as the first game did. Because there's a lot of instances in the game where I'm running around like either half health or lower.
Same.
And I'm just like, fuck, if I get into a big battle, I am screwed.
Yeah, I gotta say that like most of my deaths have come from that one hateful.
Yeah.
And just like a few encounters of BS. Like I usually one-try bosses.
Yeah, oh yeah, easily.
Only one that I've gotten caught by a few, but I've usually one-shot the bosses.
Yeah, so far the Drekkies and stuff like that, I've been pretty easy. The hateful ones are the only guys that I've actually had issue with.
Fucking annoying.
But they're not as annoying as the Valkyries, and we're not even. I'm not even the point in the game.
You're spoiling so much already.
I'm not.
Yes, we are. These are all new enemy types, and we're
new enemy types are not spoilers. New enemy types.
So it's a spoiler, like it's story beats.
The story beats are definitely something that would be spoiling.
I would say the floaty enemies looked very annoying, and they got more annoying.
Yes and no. So, for me, like the floating enemies are very easy to take down if you know how to take them down. All you gotta do is grab your.
Look at Mr. Pro Gamer over there.
Well, all you gotta do is so literally grab your Blaze of Chaos. You do the grab.
You better talk to me like I already own this game. You better take that fucking bass out your voice, boy.
I'm doing it for him since he hasn't played the game.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know what kind of gameplay he watched. So
I watched them use the your helpers to do some spells on it and then make it vulnerable. And,
I'm just saying the easiest way.
He did it the proper way.
I'm just saying the easiest way to take out those floaty guys is through the grab throw with the Blades of Chaos. And as soon as he does that, he just throws him, whacks him. It's a one shot.
Yeah.
Easiest fucking way to kill him. They do get kind of annoying because they float around. They can blind you and throw, poison and shit at you. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. But there is an fairly easy way to kill him at a one shot. So there is that. But I will say that there are some annoying enemy types.
Hell yeah, brother. Fuck those little floaty ghost niggas that give people an overshield.
Oh my god, those guys are annoying as hell. I hate
That's what I'm
those
saying.
guys.
They're
like the little imps dudes that like hide behind all of them.
Yeah, but the aura comes from the air. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. It is weird. And you gotta like work through all the enemies to get to that little imp and take them out, and then you can kill everyone else. They're fucking annoying. That and the mound of the wretches. They have to destroy the mound, otherwise they just keep fucking spawning. That's annoying.
Oh, like the little wizard drones?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you gotta run and find the mound.
Hive enemies.
Yeah, they're annoying as hell too.
Yeah.
But in terms of overall gameplay, I will agree with KJ. They took everything from the core of God of War 2018 and just refined it and made it better. It just Kratos feels way more fluid than he did in the first game. I will say the only thing that I had trouble with was in the first game, when you throw your axe, it's a lot easier to recall it and attack again. Whereas in this game, there's a lot more focus on unarmed combat. So if you throw your axe, you actually have to block and then recall it to do an attack. You can't just press triangle and he just attacks again. That's kind of I don't know if that's just another attack they have to unlock, but that's the one thing I would say is like it throws off the rhythm a little bit.
So do you mean like right on recall? You want to be able to like swing it?
That's what you did in the first game. Like when you throw your axe, if you ran to an enemy and pressed triangle, he would recall it and attack immediately. But this one,
I think that's an ability.
Well, so there is an ability that does this now, but it's blocked.
I think it was an ability in the first one.
It was, but the ability was just easier to trigger because in this one you have to.
That's just a weird. That's a weird nitpick, I guess.
In this one, you have to block and then recall it, and it does the attack. Yeah, you do. You have to press L1 and R1, and it recalls it.
Okay, I'm not going to get over. I'm not going to get into it. But
anyways, I'm just saying that was the one thing that throws out the rhythm a little bit. But there's a whole lot of more effort and focus on armed combat, and a lot more with the shield, and that's really cool. I love the new shield.
Yeah, a lot more shield gameplay. It's really fundamental to it.
Oh
I thought that is a cool addition. A lot of games don't make pairing and shielding like mandatory almost.
They really don't. I would say that the window for pairing is a little bit finicky. Sometimes it works really well, sometimes it doesn't, and you get staggered. I'm just like, I hit that, but then he didn't. I'm like, God.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, yeah, I'm that guy, and then someone's like, oh, no way, that guy fucking got me.
I mean, I think it probably depends on what difficulty you're on. Like
Patrick, what are you playing on?
I'm playing on balance just for my first game playthrough.
Same. Yeah.
I the first time I played the first game, I did it on hard, but this one I really just wanted to enjoy it, so I just did balanced. I'll do a second playthrough on like hard for sure because I want to. That's what I did in the first one too. But yeah,
I mean, I think it looked. I thought it was interesting how fun Atreus looked. To be honest, Atreus
so that's
really really fun.
So that's one thing that I thought was really.
Are we talking about that?
Oh yeah, no, I was going to say that from the changes from the first game.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing that. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, no, Atreus is a ton of fun to play as. Like he's so surprising to play as.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely wanted to give him his warrior swag in this game, and I think that was probably one of the best things to do with him is just make him fun, make him like show that how he can operate on his own, and like it's funny even when he went to go punch his first chest and he hurt his hand, it's like, oh man, I can't break this.
That was funny as shit.
He was like, uses his arrow, and like you see how he crazy
wants to be like his
crazy shit he can do with his bow alone. Like his bow is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's cool. Like, it looks cool. It's cool that he turned it into like a sword kind of thing. Like that's just awesome, man.
He definitely pulled a Hawkeye with that. Hawkeye and Green Arrow and all the other bow and arrow.
And his specials flow into each other. Like when he starts, like I don't know how much you guys have unlocked of the skill tree, but like.
Oh, I almost have Atreus maxed out just because I can.
Yeah, man, his specials look fluid. Yeah, I mean, they really handle with his combat.
I would say he's probably one of the most fluid characters in the game, even more so than Kratos. But that's kind of
I was going to say he looks
because he's a younger character,
a smaller, more nimble.
Yeah, exactly.
Character.
Kratos is more that power tank dude who could just.
I was going to say he looks more fun to play with than Kratos at times. I was like, oh, this shit looks fun.
He's faster.
He's a lot faster. I will say that I fucking adored all his 2 missions I had with him so far. I adore playing as him. I look forward to doing that. I'm like, geez, he's just everything about him is he flows so well. He's super fast. He's surprisingly powerful and agile and versatile. It's just like. So surprising. I didn't think they were going to give him this much depth in this game.
I would probably.
That's the thing. He has to be his own character now.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'll say
you have to give the depth.
His melee looked more fun than his projectals to use.
It is free. It's not even close. I hate the arrows. They're whack. That's the worst part about the Atreus kit, bro. They're fucking whack.
Okay.
Why do you say that?
I just want to make sure.
They don't feel like they hit for anything.
Yeah, it didn't look like it. But like his combat.
They don't really have a whole lot of weight behind him at all.
And that's what I'm saying. Like his whole thing is he's a fucking archer. So why aren't my arrows fucking good?
But no, his arrow special does look fire. That joint is fire.
That Sonic joint?
That joint where you get the rings around him, like that whole spiel. Like
it's cool, it's cool, but like, be stronger off rip,
No, I mean, true.
I really like that they're putting a huge focus on his whole magical powers as Loki, and they gave him like a whole rage and everything. That's super dope. Yeah. Love that.
Yo, speaking of, can we talk about something real quick?
I mean, they'd have to because like he's half Spartan, so. Give me that shit, bitch.
That's his giant shit. That's his giant shit. That's not even.
And again, he's also his own character.
Yeah.
He has to have some sort of rage. It's just God of War. It's just fair.
Yeah.
Oh no! Then it can just turn to a wolf. That's tight.
Yeah. There you go.
How do you feel about the Valor instead of Rage?
I actually use it. I've actually been using it.
I don't like it.
I mean, I get it, and the reason I use it is because like a lot of my armor sets, I'm using the Raven's Tears one that basically gives you healing mist and bonuses on healing stones and shit like that. So because there's not a whole lot of instances where you get your life back, I like having the opportunity to just absorb my rage and count it as health. That's freaking great. Although it's very easy to just switch out. Just you could do it whenever the hell you want. So if I need
I just don't think that's fair. If you're running a strat, run your strat. Stand by your guns. Don't be a bitch. I know you ain't made for these streets. I already know it. I don't know. I get it. It gives a different kind of dynamic, and there's a really vast amount of choice, almost RPG amount of choice you have in your build and skill set in this game for Kratos. Like between the runics, your weapons, your specials, your enchantment on your enchantment slots on your actual weapons and armor, and then an amulet, you just get a lot.
There's so many stats that you gotta track, and I will recommend to everyone, just dump into luck as much as you can. Luck is the best stat you can get in this game. God, why? Damn, because so many of your armor sets and so many of your pommels and stuff for your weapons, they count for either a low luck chance or a high luck chance on hits or attacks or specials, and they will give you certain buffs in certain areas. So if you buff out your luck as much as you can, you're constantly getting other buffs throughout the game.
Oh,
so
I would rather just be strong and healthy. But okay.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of attachments and stuff that give you blessings of strength or runic that are all tied to your luck. So hell, the freaking Ravens, armor set, chest armor, whatever the hell you want to call it. Okay. Every single hit, this is your point. I don't know what you want to do here. Every single hit gives you a low luck chance to get healing mist. So every single hit you get a chance to heal. That's dope. Okay, that's super dope. That's cool. So yeah, I'm buffing that out. I'm buffing out all chances to heal myself. That's what I'm trying to do.
My armor freezes time when I dodge. I just feel like that's more effective.
I like that one too.
Okay, be better at the game. That's fine.
I did want to talk about how much the game has changed from God of War 2018, because I know a lot of people's gripes with the game is that it didn't change enough from 2018. But I think there's enough changes that it makes this game worth it. What do you think?
Oh, I mean, for me, just mainly invested in the story. The story is really good. Some people personally, they just want the good story. They don't need.
I'm talking about specifically
changes
gameplay wise and stuff like that from the first game.
Yeah, I mean, it does look similar enough where you can argue that maybe a lot didn't change, but it's just what changes way underneath. It's the feeling, the fluidity. There's more in the arsenal this time around. There's a lot more choices and everything like that. So it's not necessarily that it didn't change enough, but I guess people like the original because of how much of a stark contrast it was to the originals. So
no, yeah, of course.
I think people who think this game is too similar to the first game are being too hypercritical. It's got a lot of different changes. There's a lot of depth of combat. There's literally new abilities off the rip with the new frost and flame whip thing. Yeah. The skill tree is still really deep. There's still plenty of gear, plenty of exploring, plenty of secrets to find, man. The game's been out 5 days.
Oh my god.
And you don't know what the replay value of this one hits. Maybe this game's new game plus is even better. Who knows?
No, I agree. I will say that the one big change that I've noticed from the first game to Ragnarok is that this one is far more linear in terms of their map design, in terms of just exploration and story. It's way more linear than the first game was, because the first game you had that big open space in Midgard that you could just explore, and it was huge. And this one, you don't really have that. Every map has like one specific open area after you go through the whole linear portion of the map. But even that big open area is still a lot smaller than than God of War 2018. And I don't hate that. I honestly
I know what you mean.
I mean, for me, with this type of game, with this game in particular, I would have been one of the ones to just go through the story anyway. So that really, for some people, that didn't make a difference. So like, I would have been one of those people where I was just like, just go straight for the story. Like God of War 2018 and this one didn't really strike me as like a explorer game. When I played the first one, I just went through the story. That was the only thing that was of interest to me, you know.
Oh God, no! I explored the shit out of God of War 2018. I literally found every single goddamn secret location, enemy. I platinumed that game easy. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one because I absolutely adore the maps and the realms and everything. And I love just searching and trying to find all the secrets I can do or that are there in the maps. I think it's...
I was more taken with the environments in the first one a little bit more, but...
I was too.
I will give you that. I will give you that because that first big realm in Midgard is just absolutely stunning.
And then, like, even when you're later in the game and you're in that realm that's like multicolored, it looks like it's infinite, and they're in that boat having that heart-to-heart conversation. I was like, that environment was like really like
that was really good.
Like a lot of those like mystical, trippy like things were more in 2018 than this one, but like this one, it wasn't bad. Like, of course, like they said, like it's nice to be able to come back and it still feel different, you know.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with A Plague Tale where you revisit some places in the second one, but it feels so different, you know. So like backtracking isn't always bad, you know.
I just think the first game was a lot more of that Midgard level was the entire real map. Everything else was kind of a sub-level, but the entire open world was that open like sea area. Where this one, you get a lot of new land, like a lot of new environments and terrains and color palettes. So it's still beautiful, but the actual level design has got to be more streamlined because that would be another whole world. Those aren't whole worlds. Those are just levels. So they have to be streamlined instead of being as vast and having as many secrets and knickknacks and whatnot.
Yeah, especially because every single realm is now available to travel in. So, of course, they had to take all that much more effort to, you know, flesh out all of those new realms, plus make the existing realms seem new and unique because even when we go back to some of the realms we did in the first game, they seem new. They feel new. We see some, you know, things that we saw in the first game, but overall, they're brand new maps, and I really, really appreciate that. I think they did a great job with that. And like I said, I don't mind that these maps are way more linear because we still technically have more to explore than we did in the first game, technically, even if we don't have a big old hub world that everything's going to be in. And
I think New Game Plus is going to hit different because there's a lot of things we can't do yet that are really locked behind abilities. Yeah. So I think you don't get that until afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I've been like trying to remember and keep track of. I'm like, okay, so there are all these little locations within the places that we've already been to that we can't even touch because we need a certain tool or certain ability to do. So I'm constantly, now that I'm with a certain character, I have to go back and look at, okay, so where can I go now? Where can I do that's different? What, you know, special chests can I get? Collectibles, whatever.
I mean, I don't think you have to remember that much if you have New Game Plus because you're going to play the game again naturally.
New Game Plus, yeah, but I'm trying to get everything in my first playthrough too. Like I always try to platinum in my first playthrough.
You want to run through the whole game on your first playthrough?
Oh fuck yes, I do. That's what I did in the first game.
Because he doesn't replay games he's already.
You're wild.
I don't replay games back to back. Okay, I will replay it later on because there's so many other games coming out this year. Like, come on, dude. And just in the next few months, February is going to hit hard again. But anyways, that's a whole other conversation.
Bro, Pokemon's this week.
I know. Callisto Protocol is next month.
And then we got Dark Tide and
Yuck.
We got Dark Tide. We got Dead Space.
Evil West.
Hogwarts. We got Evil West. Man. There's so many goddamn games coming. But anyways, that's another total story.
I pre-ordered Evil West already. I'm so ready.
So the characters that we see in the game. Don't want to do too many spoilers. I'm just talking about the characters we see in like the first few moments of the game, because there's the characters that can stay with us throughout the game. The big characters.
Go ahead.
So Odin, Thor, Freya, Atreus, the dwarves, Mimir, Tyr. What do you think about him? Who's your favorite so far? Give me your thoughts.
I don't like none of these niggas. They're all fucking bad.
What do you mean they're bad?
I don't like any of them.
I mean, the dwarves were always funny. Mimir's always a cool dude. You know,
Mimir's a whole bitch. We're learning this now.
Yeah, he was kind of an asshole, but he's making amends for it now. So.
Yo, Mimir's being a whole snake, trapping fucking dwarves and shit, bro. Trapping whole tortoise people and shit, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Talking about who else? Who'd you say? Odin, bitch.
Odin's a cunt.
Thor, mega bitch. My son, disobedient bitch.
yeah, I fucking hate Atreus still.
I know you do.
Freya, merciless bitch.
Merciless bitch.
And then,
but I do love her.
And then Tyr's just a bitch. And Tyr's just like actually not made for the streets.
I actually love Tyr.
No, no. Tyr's story is that he was the gangster, and then he reformed and found Christ. That's his story. He used to be the gangster. He used to be
his story isn't even that he reformed. His story is he got beaten to goddamn submission.
This man renounced. He was like, who?
But no, the reason I love Tyr is because they're delving way more into the diplomatic side of the god of war in Norse mythology, and I think that's really cool because you don't really see that in a lot. All the times that they're focusing on like just him being a huge fucking badass god of war in Norse mythology, when he actually has this all other side where he's actually trying to be diplomatic with shit, and I actually love that. It's a very underrated side of Tyr, the actual god. So I like that.
Yeah. Fuck that. This is God of War. I don't know why you're no, this isn't talk this shit out of war. No, I'm here to fucking slaughter some niggas, bro.
Oh, what do we think about Angrboda?
I don't want to talk about her.
Fair.
Oh, that John? Oh.
That John's tragic, bro. She had me going down bad. Yeah. She had me down bad. I was in my fucking feelings, bro. I was finna cry. Hold on. Actually, no. You want to talk about the story? Let's talk about the story. How the fuck they gonna kill Fenrir in the first goddamn 15 fucking... You don't kill dogs. You don't kill wolves.
Yeah, you do. You do in Last of Us all the time. What do you mean? I was slaughtering some dogs in Last of Us, bro.
That's why I don't like that. That's why I don't like that fucking game. You're a bad person. Yeah. I hope your cat knocks your drink over again.
You know what? If he does, she'll be joining Fenrir. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, one's a video game character and the other one's your girlfriend's cat. I'm in for a peaceful sleep.
I'm just excited to see how the hell Fenrir becomes the big old giant wolf guy. Because
we'll play the game some more. It'll happen.
No shit. I know it does. We saw it in the trailer.
Yeah, no shit.
And I know he cast a little spell. And, that's another thing. Atreus is casting spells unconsciously, and that's disconcerting.
I mean, he's a fucking wizard, Harry. R.I.P. the guy that was Hagrid.
I mean,
it's a video game. Shut up.
I know.
It is disconcerting. That's why somebody.
I'm like, he's just out here just casting spells. And it's like, it looks so purposeful. Like he's over here just like petting his wolf, saying a spell, and then his dad's just like, "Did you cast a spell?" I was like, the fuck? No, I didn't. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
That's why somebody said discipline and training.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
AKA the best character in the game.
AKA hasn't done wrong yet. The only one that hasn't done wrong yet.
Bobby, let's just talk about it.
Get out of here, yo.
My man's came to the fucking Norse mythology literally just trying to hang out, bro. He was vibing, minding his business. Mm-hmm. and the only thing that happened was conflict sought him.
Smoking
Every time.
Smoking some
Every
tree.
time.
Bro,
Smoking some fire.
from the moment that fucking Bowder came through, shit was fucking. It was over, bro. Like as soon as Balder came through, it was an issue, and now my man's life is fucking stressful again. This bitch Freya, right? When this bitch Freya was like, "You killed my son," he's like, "Bitch, I saved you."
Right.
What are you talking about? I was like, "You ain't never preached harder." You
He's like, yo, he was about to kill my son.
Right.
I'm sorry. So nah, he gonna die.
Yeah, like, listen, you want to see your son so bad, go to fucking whatever Ace your heaven
like,
is.
I love like the theme in these two games.
I thought,
like, everybody's just trying to shape crazy. It's like, yo, you're still the monster. You're still the It's like, dude,
this
my
dude is
son
so,
needs my help.
This guy
That's
is so
what
much.
this is. Like,
this guy is so much more tepid in this game, and I really, 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 really like it. Like even with, even when he fights Thor, he's like holding himself back as much as he can. And that's just impressive as shit. Like the guy has so much goddamn patience.
Bro, he called the other nigga out on his parody.
Right.
He said, Modi, even in death, you put him last. I was like, oh my God, nigga. Yo, speak your shit. Yo, tell this nigga about his own son. Counsel this nigga. Be a therapist.
I just love that the first time you see Thor, he's all like, threatening and shit. And then all of a sudden he's like, "Can I come in? I have mead." I'm like, yeah, that's Thor.
Nah, man, that was a setup.
I thought that was a great interaction. I mean, it was a
whole setup.
It was a setup. Well, kind of. It was just opening the dialogue, hoping Odin would, Odin was hoping that he would just be like, "Yeah, sure, we'll have peace."
Yeah, Thor was being a hoe.
Nah. And
that's
Mimir
what
was like,
hoes do.
Mimir's like,
come in.
"Don't trust Odin. He a cunt."
Hoes come in, get you liquored up. Thor's being a hoe. That's what he was doing.
I just love Mimir talking shit, being held up by Atreus. He's just like, "Fuck you, Odin. What the fuck you doing?"
I don't understand what he meant by if he says snow is white, he's lying. That's still the truth though. Snow is white. I don't understand what you mean by that. That's a bad phrase.
No,
it's a weird thing to put in your video game.
I know. I understood what he meant.
Yeah.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts about God of War Ragnarok. Ratings,
do you want me to be a fake semi-professional gaming journalist, or do you want me to just give you my honest reaction?
Both. Do whatever you want, bro.
All right, cool. You asked for both. You got it, buddy. God of War is an impressive improvement on the past game. It does lack in some areas when it comes to level design, and though they did give us a lot of new enemies, some would say it's just too many enemies because they kind of still melt at the same way.
Yeah.
It just seems like I'm doing a lot of remembering what's most effective against this and what is the pattern for this, and what's this blue move do, what's the effect. Also, I still believe now that combat sections are a little too thin due to two kind of campaigns. Now that could change in late game, but
yeah.
I did notice it just felt like a really long movie. It's just
and that's the thing. I don't hate that though. I think that's really nice. I like the linear aspect feel of this game. I will agree that certain parts of the combat are hit or miss. But I will also make the argument that the combat here is a lot more technical than the first game as well.
Yeah.
Well, I think what it means is it's like combat, puzzle, walking. Combat.
True, yeah.
Puzzle.
The cadence of the game is very predictable. I will give.
The only reason why I forgive it is because they have so much important dialogue while they're walking. Now I'm just like,
yeah,
all right,
exactly.
Fine. Whatever.
I actually look forward to those, quieter parts of the game because we get so much really, really good dialogue.
Yeah, there's no dead air. It doesn't have dead air.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it is still a lot more tame than God of War that we know and love.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. And I think that's by design too.
And so I could definitely see people just not liking it for that reason, which it's what your tastes are, it's how you like your gods. So
I do think the combat in the later game is going to get a lot deeper as we unlock more stuff. I've already seen a couple things in later game
Cannot confirm or deny.
So I've seen.
We're
like,
fucking asking you to.
Exactly. I'm just saying. I've seen some clips. I haven't watched them all the way through. I just saw a quick clip and I was like, nope, scroll. But I do think it's going to get a lot deeper as the game progresses. But yeah, I mean, I would give this game, in my personal opinion, a solid 9 out of 10.
Did y'all think that third fight was going to go the way you thought it would?
The Thor fight? Oh, yeah. I thought it was going to go exactly how it was going to go.
Yeah, you're not going to beat Thor in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, we all knew no one was going to win at the very beginning.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
What?
Shut the fuck up. There is one aspect I forgot, and I have a platform on the internet, and I'm going to express it. When this nigga kills you, and you get the checkpoint screen, and he brings you the fuck back to life, nigga, no. I screamed, bro. My girl was behind me, and I fucking just went.
You died when I let you die.
He brought me back to life.
That was actually really dope. I love.
She's
that.
Like, okay. I'm happy.
Love it.
And I'm like, what? Fuck! And I beat that nigga's ass.
Right?
Until he beat my ass again. But nah, that checkpoint shit might be the coolest shit a game has ever done to me in my life.
I agree.
I was popping, bro. I lost it.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. That was really, really cool. I love that.
Have we all made our points so I can make my final very immature point and you can do the outro?
Go for it.
Fuck Elden Ring. Game of the year.
110%. And we're going to be talking about this a lot in the next couple months, or in the next couple weeks rather, because it's Game of the Year is literally in less than a month. But yeah, no.
Everybody go vote.
Elden Ring can suck a dick. God of War deserves Game of the Year 110%, even though I know this guy voted for Plague's Tale, which is also valid.
Listen.
That shit made me cry. That shit deserves Game of the Year.
I would be fine if Plague's Tale won. I would have no beef.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm also just very happy, and we're going to be talking about this in another video, but I'm also just very happy that Stray was nominated.
Me too.
I have so much
respect. Stray got nominated for like 4 things. I'm so proud.
Seriously.
Like, so did Tunic.
I got 2 things for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It's impressive that a dev with their first game out is nominated for Game of the Year. That's fucking impressive.
And the type of game it was also really impressive.
Exactly. But we're going to be talking about this in a whole other video. We're also going to be doing a live Game of the Year voting next weekend. If these guys can make it, maybe. But
I'm not on that.
Okay, well, Cage is not on it. Maybe Jules will be on it. Have you played God of War yet? What do you think? Are you holding off on it? Do you think it deserves Game of the Year? And if you don't think it does, you're wrong.
Are you guys getting Pokemon Scarlet or Violet? Let us know in the comments below. I'm getting Scarlet.
I'm getting neither. I don't play Pokemon anymore.
I already have a Scarlet. She's dope.
Is that one of your cats?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Fair.
Even West for Game of the Year.
If you like, it's not nominated, so sorry, bud. I don't know what to tell you there. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell so you can notify whenever these videos go live. You can also follow us on all of our other platforms: Facebook, Twitter, my OnlyFans, Twitch, my free cams, all of KJ's spiel. You can also check out our podcast. Goes up kind of every week. We try to anyways. KJ is also uploading his very first podcast. Go check it out. Link in the description.
That's a lot of pressure. Now I have to make it.
Yeah, you do. Put you on the spot, buddy.
Damn, that's crazy.
Because you know if I didn't, you wouldn't.
I'm probably still not, but okay. Oh well.
Guys,
now you're just gonna look like a dickhead who made a lie.
You know what? If it's there, cool. If it's not, oh well.
Oh, now you want a bad trap, cunt? That's what you get for trying to throw me under the bus, you
dude. Half the time we don't even upload. Half the time we don't even upload our own podcast.
Shut up. You know what? I'll end the episode. All right. We want to thank you again, guys. I hope you get some sleep. Oh, by the way, this has been a midnight episode. That's why everything's
That's why
weird.
It's very strange.
I hope you get enough sleep. 8 hours, you little rascal. Okay. I love you. Stay excellent. We'll catch you next time.
Peace out, guys.